Yo, what's up guys? This year, folding phones took a huge leap. The Galaxy Z Fold 7 is leading that charge. It's thinner, it's more durable, and it has better cameras all around. But the Pixel 10 Fold Pro actually stepped up. It added smaller bezels, a new Pixel Snap magnetic charging system, and full dust and water protection, something we've really never seen in a foldable before. When we compare these phones head to head, there is a clear winner. I'm Kevin the Tech Ninja, and let's find out.
So when we talk about design, there is absolutely a big difference. The Z Fold 7 is very thin. The Pixel Fold is still this big Pixel phone. It's still chunky, it's still large. We have this huge rail compared to this tiny rail on the Z Fold 7. So when it comes to design, the Z Fold 7 just feels more sleek and more practical to hold, where this still feels like a book. Like it feels like you have like a little flip book in your pocket. Now, I don't hate the design, don't get me wrong. Like I do love the larger screen and I love the aspect ratio, but I still think it's just a little bit too big for me to carry day to day.
And also this really annoys me about the build and design, that it does this rattling thing when you tap on it, and this is just rock solid, the Z Fold, because it has just these lenses, and these lenses don't provide like symmetry here. You don't have a bar, you just have the lenses, and so because of that it just rocks and just drives me nuts. The Z Fold 7 gets the ninja point here. It defines what a folding phone should look like. It's sleek, it's premium, and it's redefined. The speakers are absolutely great on both of these devices, so we'll call this one a tie. Now let's talk software. The Pixel used to be known for stock Android, but in my opinion, that's not really the case anymore. Google's UI has this big, bold designs, and there's heavy AI fluence all throughout. So let's take a look at what multitasking looks like on both of these phones. On the Pixel, let's say we open this app here. This is called My Drive. I have this here, and then we come to the bottom, we open another app, we just drag it over, boom, we have it in split screen, right? I can move it, I can manage it, all that stuff is great, but when I click on it, I don't have any other options. It can flip, it can rotate, but nothing else. And let's say I want to open another app. So let's take advantage of this full screen. Let's say I want to open up, let's open up Chrome. I can't open it. Anywhere else, it would just take over these little windows, that's it. So I only have room for two different screens at the same time, not three, in what we're seeing in a lot of other apps that allows you to multitask. Let's do the same thing here on our Z Fold. Let's go ahead and open our Chrome, and then we'll go ahead and open Telegram, and then we're going to open our Drive here. So now we have three windows open at the same time. I click in the middle and I have more options the way I want to arrange it, which is really nice. And then let's say I want to open Chrome, but we're going to open Chrome by itself. So now we have a floating window on top of everything else. And then from here, I can even do more things. I can just expand it. I can give it a little bar at the top. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do when it comes to multitasking on this phone compared to what Google is providing us. Now, as we know, Samsung does have a lot of AI features on this phone, but sometimes they feel a little bit forced, where Google actually runs quietly in the background and gives you a lot of things that are going to be great for the life of the phone. So when it comes down to preference, if you want a powerhouse tool set, it has to be the Samsung Z Fold 7. But if you want practical AI that just makes life easier, it's Google. This one was pretty tough. I'm sure you guys are going to flame me in the comments, but the ninja point actually goes to Google for its smarter and everyday experience. Let's talk about hardware and durability. The Pixel Fold Pro, Pixel Pro Fold, Pixel Fold earn serious respect here. It's the first foldable with full IP68 dust and water resistance, and that is a big deal and a huge win when it comes to durability. Sure, they both are made stronger. They're both pretty strong phones. They have different materials, but for me, it's the dust and water resistance in this hinge, and also longevity, where consistently I've seen people talk about their folding phones from Samsung with the crease in the middle. I'm not hearing that much on these Pixel devices. So when it comes to durability, unless something changes, it's the Pixel 10 Pro Fold. Okay, so next up is performance. The Z Fold 7 uses the Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy, the fastest chip you can get. The Pixel 10 Pro Fold uses Google's Tensor G5 chip. It's a great chip for day-to-day usage, but when you do push it hard, like gaming or multitasking, it cannot keep up with the Snapdragon processor. That's not even a debate. Now, the Fold 7 does get warmer under load, and it can throttle a bit during longer sessions, but it still outperforms the Pixel in almost every benchmark. So the Ninja Point goes to the Z Fold 7 when it comes to performance. So the Pixel is known for its software and its portrait photography, and things like Camera Coach and Add Me and Best Takes is really good, and it's actually helpful for people who need help taking better photos. Google's AI makes it really easy to use in general. Now, Samsung does fight back with its 200 megapixel sensor that delivers tons of details and also excellent video. But that 3x zoom on the Z Fold 7 is an absolute letdown. I mean, pretty much all the zoom lenses on the Fold is a letdown since Samsung is famous for great zoom cameras. Now, the Pixel's 5x telephoto is super sharp and overall better image consistency across all lighting conditions, and it's great for telephoto images and portrait shots too. And I find myself using the zoom lens a whole lot more than I do the ultra wide.
I feel like I have deja vu walking this little path. It's kind of a cool little path here.
But if you shoot a lot of video, the Z Fold 7 is going to win. But photography, zoom, and AI features, the Pixel definitely takes it. Ninja Point to the Pixel. Okay, let's talk about battery life. The Pixel 10 Fold Pro packs a 5015 milliamp hour battery compared to the 4400 on the Z Fold 7. Now that extra battery definitely shows. I consistently get about 2 more hours of screen on time on my Pixel, and charging is also faster at 30 watts versus 25. Plus, Pixel Snap adds built-in magnetic wireless charging, so it's easy to charge and it opens the doors for accessories. No special cases required like on Samsung. So the Ninja Point is the Pixel 10 Fold Pro. Finally, we got to get to the price. The Pixel 10 Pro Fold starts at $1799, while the Galaxy Z Fold 7 starts at $1999. That's a $200 difference. And Google usually throws in better trade-in deals and store credit too, whereas Samsung's trade-in deals have actually gotten a little bit worse over time. So let's go ahead and tally up the points and see which phone comes out on top. So that is the Pixel 10 Fold Pro with 5 Ninja points and the Galaxy Z Fold 7 with 2 and 1 tie. So coming into this video, I honestly felt the Z Fold 7 was going to wipe the floor with the Pixel 10 Pro Fold. Look, there is biases that every single person has it, and I'm not an exception of that. Anyways, those are my results. I wanted to know what you guys think down below. Was my scores wrong? How would you score these phones, and which one are you picking up? Kevin the Tech Ninja, have a absolutely wonderful day, and we'll talk later. Peace.